Well, thank you. First, thank you for you to come here. At the end, you are the most important people that this organization is holding, and you are also the reason why we are here. So I hope you like this talk that we are going to give. I'm sorry that I don't see everybody here, but I hope that you enjoy this meeting, and also, of course, thank you to Ostelea for holding us. It's a very good university of tourism. We are now collaborating together. We are doing some things like this and some other projects with some of your professors related to this team. Well, we are a company that is called Smartech, and we develop mobile augmented reality applications. I don't know if you have heard about augmented reality. No? Who of you have heard about augmented reality or mobile augmented reality in general? You in the back, okay? Who else? You? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Have you heard about Pokemon Go?
Yes.
Ah, okay. Well, Pokemon Go is kind of augmented reality, but have some differences, okay? But it has been a very big project and a very big launch to the market related to augmented reality, and it has helped us and helped other companies to spread the concept of augmented reality. Okay. Well, this no last. Okay. This is a little summary of who we are. Okay, we are a company that makes solutions, mobile solutions. So it's mainly 100% based on mobile phones for different operating systems in two ways: in the B2B or in the B2C. I think that you will be more or less clear with these two concepts, right? We make solutions for companies and solutions for customers, directly for end users, okay? Our vision is to generate new experiences, okay, innovative experiences using this technology, and we have more or less 4 years of experience working in the touristic sector. And in the last year, we start with some other industries like food and beverage, like construction, like retail, like the industrial. So this is a little bit summary. We will show you what we do, and then we will give you some samples so you can also understand it. For the ones of you who don't know what is augmented reality in general, augmented reality is, as a concept, is this. It's the direct view of the reality, but you put additional information between it, okay? So in augmented reality, we will see all of you, but we can see additional information related to your personal data or to an object, or okay? And this additional information could be delivered in different ways. It could be by 3D, it could be by sound, it could be by 2D graphics, it could be like GPS, okay? That is the one that used in Pokemon Go. This is like a technical concept. We like more this kind of concept, that augmented reality is a new and a simple way of learning, of communicating, of understanding, and presenting the world. We, as we are more or less contemporary, maybe we are like 10 years older than you, but we have also learned with books, with magazines, with teachers, with persons, but we believe that the technology drives the way we understand and how do we see life. So augmented reality is going to be a way for educating and for presenting information in a much more simple way, okay, than what we are used to right now, okay? And this will make a change on our minds and a change of how we understand it. Okay, maybe we can see some examples before going to the after. Before going, okay, and then we will see with these three kind of different augmented reality options. Bye. For example, this is one of the solutions that we developed for Barcelona. I'm going to put it here. This is a printed map, okay, that you can find in around 100 hotels in Barcelona. It has some attractions in this part, and you have also some sponsors in the back, okay? When you receive this map in the hotels, in the front you can see the instructions to download an application that is called AR Map, okay? It's an offline app and it's a free app, okay? Let me open it here. One moment. Okay. So we are now streaming the phone. This is the name of the application that is called AR Map. And what you will, when you download it, what you will find, what you will receive is this, well not this, hold on. Is this, okay? It's a camera that recognizes images, okay? So what we do is we focus different parts of this map, and when we focus them, we see some 3D models of what we are focusing, okay? So in this case, I don't, hold on. So now maybe you'll hear it in the back. No? So you see a 3D model, you can also hear some audio guides in different languages. Okay. 1906. A dialogue between light, color. Or for example, we have also. Okay. So this is the first part of Augmented. Also we can have videos. Okay, hold on. And this would be a present for the men in the room. Okay, so the concept is when you have this camera, the camera recognizes some images, and when it recognizes an image that is already recorded in the phone, then it triggers a content. Okay, so as we were saying before, this content. This content could be 3Ds, like the one of Sagrada Familia. It could be videos. It's also sound, okay? Or it could be animated 3D models or static 3D models, okay? So this is the first part of augmented reality that is presenting information to the user, okay? Something very important in this part, in this project, is that everything is offline. Okay, so the user that downloads this application is not consuming any additional data. Okay, now in the next year, finally, in 2016, the roaming data in Europe is going to be standardized. Okay, so when you go to France or when you go to Portugal, you're going to pay the same as if you were in your original country. But this will work just for the European citizens. So if you come from Asia or from America or from wherever you come from, you're going to also be paying for this.
There is also another part that is connected to the interaction that we offer to our customer. For example, if you start to focus the Sagrada Familia or some other attraction, if you touch, in this case, it is already working?
We can see it in the advertise.
For example, if you touch this advertise, you can go directly to the web page of the client. So in this case, of course, that the user need internet connection, but this is a kind a way that we offer this kind of services to our customer. So his customer can take a reserve or can buy something directly from our map.
So exactly, the first part is presenting the information, and the next part that is much more important than that is giving a service. Okay, so when a tourist receives this. Wait, I think that we can regresamos a la otra. ¿O? Sí. When the tourist receives this, veamos algunos ejemplos de ella. Sí. Okay. When the visitor receives the map, they can do some things with this map. Okay. Then they see the additional content, and then the idea is that they can go directly to these touristic services that we are promoting. At the end, our boss in this case are these advertising spaces, okay? So for example, El Casino, or El Pachá, or Lidl, they are the ones that are sponsoring this project. So they are paying us for giving a service to them, Okay, so our service is to get their services closer to a possible client. So once you see something, then you go to a service. In this case, we are going to give you this this little map. In the front is a map like Barcelona, okay? But in the back you have much more other examples that we have made different projects for Dubai, for Mexico, for Portugal, for Granini, okay? And there are different solutions. For example, this is for Dubai. This is one of our last projects that we did for Rome, okay? This is Mexico. This is one that we made for Granini, okay? So if you like this kind of uses, then in the back you will find that there is an application that is called Granini Frutti, and when you focus any of the packagings, you can see it. It was very nice because it was like this was the first stage of the project, and then the second stage was launching these tattoos. Okay, so these are the different characters. So you will also find some tattoos in the packaging. Okay, we have tablecloths, or okay, maybe you will like this because this is from your school. Okay, this is also an example that we made for you. And you also can connect to social media. So for example, here, when you focus the part of the data, you can see these buttons, Facebook, LinkedIn, and web. When you go to them, you connect directly to that part of our, in this case, of our company. Okay. So it's augmented reality apps. They are communication tools. They are advertising tools. Okay, they are tools for learning. Now we have, as I told you, we have been working for 4 years, and we have now presence in around 21 cities in between Europe, between America, in Asia, mainly with touristic projects. With some of our partners, we develop maps. With some of them, we develop postcards. With some of them, guides, touristic guides. Yesterday, we were in Paris, and we were with a company that has the touristic bus of Paris, like the bus turistic of Barcelona that you see here. That one, but in Paris and in some other cities. So, we are thinking that we are going to make this map, but for the touristic sector in Paris, in London, and in other cities with them, because they already have the visitors, okay, to their buses, and they already give this map to them. So we just take the application, take their map, and like renew it with additional content, okay, that we develop. These are the countries where we are. I think that this is important for us in the part of the company that we started here in Spain, in Barcelona, okay. This was like the first project that we made was here. And here in Barcelona, we start contacting the most important touristic attractions in the city. And this was very important for us, okay? When you are making a company, you cannot go very far from once. You need to concentrate on what you have around you, okay? So if in any time you're making any project by yourself, if you are making a company or something, try to look and try to understand what do you have in your surroundings, okay? In the touristic sector, of course, we went to Sagrada Familia, to Park Güell, to Torre Akbar, Casa Batlló, okay? And then the Erotic Museum of Barcelona, we also made an application for them. I don't know if you know where is this museum? Yeah? It's in Las Ramblas, okay? So when you go there, they give you a tablet. You focus different parts of this museum, and you see additional content, okay? And then we start moving to another cities, okay? From Spain to Italy to Mexico. I am Mexican, Gaetano is Italian. We used to have other partners that were also Italian. So this is the kind of connection that I'm talking about, okay? You have people by your side, you have your own circle. Try to understand what is your value and what is the easy thing to go, okay? Okay, this is a general view of our apps right now. We have maybe 40 mobile applications in augmented reality. The 55% of them are in the touristic sector. This is our core, okay? With this brand that is called iCard, that is our own brand of augmented reality postcards, okay? We try to replicate this model in different cities and to put this iCard in different cities. Sometimes we do it, sometimes we partner with another people that they have their own brand, so we respect that part and we go with them with their own brands. And in the other part we have different sector applications like associations, education, museums, photography, electronic cigarettes, health, fashion, different apps. Okay? But this is our core. This is our, in general, like the features what you will find in augmented reality, and in any augmented reality application you will see, you will have a camera, that is what you saw. Then you will find 3D models of different things, videos, audio guides. We are now, this have an asterisk because we want to implement voice commands, okay? So voice commands that you can ask something to the application and they will give it to you. For example, find me some tickets for Sagrada Familia, okay? So they will tell you, okay, here you have the best tickets for Sagrada Familia, instead of looking them, okay? Of course, you have a digital map. You have route to that. You have routes or trajectories to some places in the city. We are also trying to implement to take 360 pictures of this environment and then share them. We can now take pictures and share them, but we would like to see 360 pictures. This is very important for the services. The one that is called the push notifications. Do you know what's a push notification in the apps? No, you don't. The push notification is, for example, when you see your Facebook icon and it has a 1 or a 2 or a 34 that is in red, that message that something is happening inside that application, that is called a push notification. So, as I told you, all the applications are communication tools, okay? And these tools, they connect people, okay? So once the people has already the application downloaded, we can send them some messages or some information. So for example, if you are here in Barcelona, we can tell you, come to Sagrada Familia and we will give you a 5% discount, or come to the casino and we will give you a drink. But these are services that our clients can give to the visitors in general. You can buy tickets, of course, you can make a booking. We are also trying to implement something that is really difficult, but it's a live chat between the user and the store, okay? So for example, if you have some doubts of if a place is open or not, or if they have some product or some services, you can chat with them, okay? Like a kind of WhatsApp, but between companies and people. Of course, you can connect to any web or social media, and the application, as we told you, they are offline, so you are not consuming data. We are a small company. This is our general structure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No? So we are 9 people. Four of us they are like in the main base of the company, hired by us. Some of them by projects, and some of them they are in an internship with us. Okay, if you know Sofia is working with us. And this is more or less how the estimations of augmented reality will be in the future. Okay, now the global market of augmented reality is around $1.6 billion. Okay, in 2015. It's estimated that for the 2020 it will be 57 billion. Okay, so of course there are estimations. It could be more, it could be less, but the expectations of the growth are very big. Okay, so if you are in the market, and for example in our case we have grown a lot in the touristic sector. This is what we are specialized in, and you will see in the following slides what are our plans for the future. Okay, so if you have any idea of augmented reality, I think that it's a good moment to apply it and to work on it, okay? These are some of the main sectors: entertainment, retail, education, okay? For example, imagining seeing a book of medicine, but instead of reading something, seeing a heart, or seeing a brain, or seeing a bone or a muscle, and that somebody's explaining to you how it works, instead of you have to read it. So the consumption of the information would be much more easier.
They would like. Of course they would love it.
Yeah. And this is also some numbers of how downloads will grow. In the touristic sector, you should know this better than us. The touristic sector is very big. Europe has at least the 50% of the market. Is the 50% of the touristic market is in Europe. There is around 1.3 million people moving. That generates 1.2 billion US dollars. Okay, just in Europe, that has the half of it. We have developed our applications very good in Spain, in Portugal, and in Italy. Now we hope that we can do it in France and in the UK. But we can see that from Mexico to the south part of America, to Latin America, they are really interested in the technology. And here we can see how the markets are very different one from another. Europe is it's a more mature market. They take more considerations before starting a project. While in America they are more like vivid and more anxious for getting new things, okay? But I think that this is because the markets are, one is like younger and the other one is more mature. Europe has been having tourists for much more time, okay? Also because the geographic distribution between you and different things. So, plans. These are the plans from Smartech for here to the next 3 years. These are the 100 most touristic cities in the world, okay? Now we have developed in augmented reality 7 of them, okay? And we are in negotiations with 10 other cities, okay? The plan is to cover these 100 cities in the next 3 years, okay? For this, we have different strategies. We can go and knock 100 doors, or we can go and partner with a bigger company that has these already distribution channels. This is what we are looking for.
As that.
Exactly, as this company that we saw yesterday, that is a very big company. They are the company that manage the metro in Paris. So, and they have this contact with different cities. Well, this is the map that you saw. And this is the below part of the map. And this is like a natural flow of how we, in our business model, how do we work in general. So the first part, as I told you, it was the part of the B2B. So we try to partner with touristic publishing companies, buses companies, the government, okay? If you think about it, any government, any city in the world that is more or less touristic, they have their own touristic map, okay? So in this map we can apply the technology. Something that I forgot from the previous slide. These 100 cities, the plan is to develop the content, because at the end the content is the thing that is important, okay? Because paper could disappear in 10 years or in 15, or maybe it won't disappear anything. There is something that I cannot control, but we know more or less how is it evolving. The mobile phones, again, now we use some mobile phones, then we will use some glasses, or virtual glasses, or augmented reality glasses, okay? So the hardware changed a lot, but the content is the thing that we use and that we consume as persons when in the touristic sector or in another sector. So that's the thing that is important. So once we generate these 100 cities, or the content for these 100 cities, we can launch an application without paper, okay? Just the augmented reality content, establish it and put it in the world, okay? This, if you remember, you need to focus this map to see the 3D, okay? This is because you recognize the image and you put the content. But you can also have this 3D model and locate it in a place in the world, okay? If I myself here, I'm in a location in the world. And if I myself here, I'm in another location in the world. So I can take this 3D model and put it here, okay? So when I take my camera and I focus different parts of the city, you will see, okay, Sagrada Familia is that way, Casa Batlló is that way, Plaza Catalunya is that way, the entrance of the metro. And there are, of course, a lot of companies that are already doing this, okay? But our idea is, again, in the touristic sector, that we are the biggest company in the touristic sector of augmented reality, exploit this content in a different way, okay? So this is the first part, to find partners to launch this information to the market. Then we have the part of the advertising spaces, that is, who wants to give services in this printed support and in this application. Then is the part of connecting through the web, so what kind of B2C services you can give, okay? So you can buy tickets, you can make reservations, you can make bookings. Then is our brand of augmented reality postcards. And at the end we have customized apps, okay? This is customized apps is like the one of Granini, like the one of La Walk, like the one for the electronic cigarettes, okay? So companies that reach us and say, okay, I have this catalog, for example, and I want to do this catalog or this magazine or this book in augmented reality, okay? So these are customized applications. Well, and this is ours, no? When something now we are like in a moment that is really like stable for us, okay? But when we start, more or less like 4 years ago, 4.5 years ago, okay, we were just 5 people, okay? We made a company and we started working together, and in that moment, it's very good and it's really nice to work with people, because even if you don't have a salary or even if you don't have like the biggest plans, you have a lot of hands, okay? So an advice for you is, if you're going to, in any moment, plan to put a company or to work with somebody by yourself or not working for another company, try to find people that can work with you, okay? And build a team with them, because at the beginning it's very difficult. If you go to a company, you will to a company, you will work there, and somebody will pay it to you, okay? But if you have your own business, maybe you will be 1 or 2 years that you won't receive any salary. It depends what you do, okay? But it's very important to be with people that can work with you and that can do things together, and then start like growing, no, and moving.